Hey friends, welcome back. Part one of my New Year reset has already helped so many of you reset your homes, and I'm just so glad that you're loving it. So today we're jumping into part two, and this one is all about the spaces that really keep our home running. We're tackling the kitchen, the fridge and pantry, and the playroom, clearing out the clutter, making things functional again, and creating systems that actually feel realistic for everyday life. So if you enjoy cleaning motivation and home resets, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss new videos. All right, let's get into it and keep this reset going.
Yeah, gotta tackle this kitchen area and get all these Christmas decorations out of here. Here we are heading into the kitchen. Honestly, the place that shows life the most. When the kitchen is cluttered, it feels like the whole house is cluttered. And when it's reset, everything else just feels easier. Am I the only one that feels this way? Let me know in the comments. So first thing I needed to do was take down the last of the Christmas decor. You know, I truly do love having it out, but once January hits, I start craving clear counters, clear dining room table, and a little bit more breathing room. And while undecorating always feels a little bit bittersweet, I try to look at it as making space. Space for cooking, space for thinking clearly, space to get back into our normal rhythm, and apparently make more messes. With the decor all packed up, it felt like the kitchen was feeling more like itself again, and now the reset part gets so much easier. I'm not cleaning around all the things anymore, which is nice, and I'm starting to see my countertops and just clean, clear kitchen, which always just, I don't know, it brings me joy. And I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it's like when I see it all put back together, I'm just like so happy. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. So I'm running out of daylight, but we have gotten things pretty much back to normal. And then I need to put all of our regular decor back up. But tonight is New Year's Eve, and just getting all of this done before the new year just makes me feel so much better. So yeah, looking good. We're gonna go to dinner and try to take Owen to the movies for the very first time. Hudson went to the movies around 2. He was actually 2.5 the first time we took him, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So here we are, picking up where we left off the day before, just finally cleaning the floors in this space, and then also vacuuming the couch. One thing I always try to remind myself during these bigger resets is that I am not chasing perfection. I'm just bringing things back to normal. You know, crumbs happen, messes happen, lives happen, and that is okay. A simple reset still makes such a huge difference. And let me tell you, sometimes I don't feel motivated before I start, but I've learned that energy follows action. So once I push myself to begin, back to that 10-minute idea, it's like my brain says, okay, we're doing this, and suddenly the whole house starts to feel doable again. So if you're watching this while you clean along with me, don't overthink it. Pick one thing, finish it, and then move on. A lot of little wins add up faster than one giant project that never gets finished. So pick one small thing, commit to it, get it done, and if you don't feel motivated to keep going after that, don't put that pressure on yourself. Do what you can, do your best, and forget the rest. It will be okay. These spaces are finally done. Yes, it took me several days, but that's okay. I am about to move into the playroom next on, yes, a different day. So let's get into that one. Okay, here is the playroom. I'm speechless, but we are going to get this space tidied up right before Christmas on New Year's Eve. For some strange reason, I woke up that morning and was like, I'm going to reorganize this entire room, make a box of toys to donate. I spent 3 hours on Christmas Eve organizing this room, and here we are. She be looking rough, but that's okay. The boys have had a lot of fun with friends and family, and so we just gotta get this put back together. Help me. The playroom just always tells the truth about what season we're in. During resets like this, I usually pull a few toys out and rotate them. It actually makes the boys play with what's left even more. And you know, I've noticed that when there's less out, there's less, arguing and more imagination. Fewer choices can actually feel more peaceful for kids and also adults. But just to be honest here, this room will get messy before the day is over. And that is what it's for. The reset simply gives us a fresh starting point. This section done. All this to go. We're getting there. I always have to remind myself that this is a playroom. This room is meant to get messy. It will get messy, and that doesn't mean I have failed. I sometimes look in this room and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am dropping the ball, but that's just not the case. It just means that kids live here and they're having fun in this space. So the reset simply gives us a fresh starting point, and I may have to do it several times a week, but that's okay. It just means that life is happening in our sweet little home, and those moments matter. Now I just need to vacuum. So much better. Yay! Yay. She done. I try to reset this every night or every other night, and really it should be vacuumed probably like daily because this is where the dog hangs out a lot too. So it picks up a lot of stuff every single time, mostly dog hair. That's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so this is one of the things that needs to be reset. It's really, yeah, ugh. Yeah, we really just need to take care of this like yesterday. So let's do the things. I'm hoping to do a Walmart order either today or tomorrow. So I really need to get everything out of here so that we can make room for everything else and cleaned out. So yeah, we're gonna just pull everything out and go through it and wipe her down and be done. I am not talking rocket science here. Y'all have fridges in your home, but the fridge is one of those places that quietly collects things and then suddenly it's just full. I like to use resets like this to just toss anything that is expired and make space for food we'll actually eat. So visibility equals less waste. The more I can see what we have, the less food we waste. Now, when everything has a spot, like your snacks, leftovers, produce, we're way more likely to actually eat it. So I just try to make everything visible. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. It's not great, but yeah, we need to get this cleaned up. So I always try to choose progress over perfect. I don't pull everything out every single time, as you'll see here in a second. Some days it's a quick like spot clean, and other days it's a full clean. But you know what? Any progress still counts. So do what you gotta do only what you wanna do or what you can do, and move on. She is all wiped down and clean. I'm not gonna do this stuff because I had just cleaned these out not too long ago. So we're just gonna leave that alone and put all this stuff away. I really have kept this space pretty clear. I do small resets like this just every month, and it keeps it from turning into a huge overwhelming project. I like maintenance, and that beats a full overhaul any day. Okay, we got her all cleaned out, ready for restock. It's so much better. I've really tried to stay on top of keeping it clean since my last videos. That would have been like September. So I really am trying to do a better job at maintaining so that we don't have to, you know, spend hours doing this. This maybe took me like 15-20 minutes to get done. So now I'm gonna move over to the pantry. Also, I have done pretty good about keeping this organized as well and cleaned out, so it's really not that bad. Just need to reorganize some things, so this will probably take me a good 5 minutes to do and maybe throw out anything I need to throw out, but yeah, it's not bad in there either. So the pantry is just one of those spaces that can get wild super fast, especially with kids, so I really do, like I just said, I try to just maintain it and clean it out every once in a while. I just want it to be easy to find the things that I need and easy to put things back. I'm just wanting simplicity here, not Pinterest perfect, which I feel like is never in my life. Life goals, maybe one day. As I bake these muffins, this feels like the part of the reset that matters most. Slowing down for a minute or two. The new year always brings goals and a list and projects, but I've been reminding myself that God isn't asking me to do everything at once. He just asks me to be faithful with today. A clean house is wonderful, routines are helpful, but our peace doesn't really come from organization. It comes from trusting Him with our homes, our families, and our pace. And sometimes the holiest thing we can do is pause, breathe, and enjoy the simple, ordinary moments He's given us. So if this season feels busy or overwhelming, you're not behind. You're growing, learning, figuring out things day by day, just like the rest of us. Give yourselves a little bit of grace this year. Thank you all so much for spending time with me today. Remember to slow down, be present, and cherish the moments that matter most. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.